Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is again Let's Talk Tuesday. Wow, I'm having a cracking week, let me tell you. An absolutely cracking week. And I trust that you are as well. I trust that you all are having an absolutely wonderful week. Well, on this week's Let's Talk Tuesday, my topic is music. Music. One thing you must know. I love music. I grew up in homes that always had music playing in them, always. Um, but yeah, so I thought I'd talk about that because for my birthday, the children brought me a record player. It's like Giovanni, and I've had some wonderful times with my granddaughter. Every time she comes in, she goes, and we get them jams on. We get that music going, from kiddies music to my music to all sorts of music. So yeah, I've been absolutely enjoying it. But it brings back then, how far back do you remember your music? What do you remember? So yeah, I thought this morning I would discuss my music and my love of music, and the memories that it brings for me. One of the first memories that I can think of is that my dad had this blue car. I don't know if it was a Zephyr or what it was. I'm not good with cars, but it was a big car, and it had those. Do you remember those old tapes? I don't know what they were called. Maybe somebody can put in the comments below what those tapes were called. So they're bigger than a normal cassette player. And I don't know if they were an A or something, I'm not sure, but they were massive, and you put them in the dashboard of the car, you push this thing in, and the music played. So when my dad would say, does anybody want to wash the car? We'd be like, oh yes, me. I want to wash the car. Because you could play the music full blast, man, out in the front yard while you were washing the car, cleaning the car. Oh, you had that music going. We spent hours cleaning the car, even down to where we would be polishing the wheels. Oh, we enjoyed it as kids because it gave us an opportunity to listen to music in the car. Sun out there. Oh yeah, it was a great way to spend a Saturday morning, just listening to all the different tunes that would come up. So yeah, absolutely wonderful memories of that. My dad's blue car, nice and shiny afterwards, and us children happy that we got to listen to some music while we cleaned. Who doesn't like to do that, eh? Who does not like to do that? Another memory for me, talking about cleaning, is that on a Saturday we would wake up as kids and we would be helping clean up the house. And especially it brings back memories of Gweru. I spent a lot of my years growing up as a child in Gweru, and we were in the house on a Saturday morning. The record player would be there. It had massive big speakers, eh? Oh yeah, my parents were well into the music. The speakers were huge, and you'd wake up, you put your favorite LP or single on, you put on that needle, and you would dance and clean at the same time. You would dance and clean at the same time, and the jobs were done chop because you had this music playing in the background. Right now, I'm sat here, I can just hear Ray Parker Jr. Oh my days, man, crooning us away. Oh, we had some wonderful times on a Saturday morning cleaning. And I think my brother and I, Nigel, we needed motivation, like, because my mother had this red carpet, and this red carpet, every single speck of dust, fluff, feather, anything showed up on this red carpet, right? And we'd be there, Nigel and I, sweeping up this carpet, and you say, oh no, there's a fluff. Oh no, there's another white spot. Oh no, get that one. We were constantly sweeping up this red carpet. So we kind of needed something to get us through our chore for that week of sweeping up the red carpet. But yeah, we used to spend hours in there. And then you get disappointed because it would stop playing. And you're like, Daddy, Mommy, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? And then they'd come and they'd put a penny on it because like the needle would be going. So they put a penny on the top and it would play for a little bit longer. But then sometimes it would be like, the needle's broken. You can't play. Oh, we'd be so disappointed because we just loved having that record player going on in the background. So yeah, so that's a lovely memory for me. Saturday morning, no school, and you just be chilling at home. When we were in Victoria Falls, my mom and dad bought my brother and I our first Walkmans. And I remember them, man. We were so proud of these Walkmans. And it had a little strap that came over your shoulder, and the little cassette went in the player. And you spent hours walking around with your headphones, bright orange little headphones, walking around listening to your tunes. And then the batteries would die because they were battery operated, those. And we would put our batteries in a row like this in the sun for a couple of hours, get another little juice going, and then we'd go take our batteries, put them back in, and you'd have more tunes for a few more hours just from putting your batteries in the sun. And you got a few more hours of listening to your wonderful song, your favorite tune at the moment. And then the other thing we used to do to save batteries was that we would get a pen with a pencil, and we put it in our cassette, and we'd rewind it like this by hand. So that way you saved a little bit of battery juice by doing the hard work yourself, rewinding your tape yourself to get to the beginning. Oh man, I remember that Walkman. I loved it. It was my own personal little something that I would take around with me, listen to my tune myself, a song that I have picked by myself. Oh, I absolutely loved it. Now, my brother, boy, I don't know what happened, but he decided he was dismantling his bad boy. It took it apart. I don't know whether it was to see how it worked or what happened, but I don't think neither lasted long. But mine lasted for years and years and years. Oh, I loved my Walkman. Oh, that just takes me back, man. Takes me back. Oh, but yeah, so I'm absolutely enjoying music still. I always have done. My kids grew up in a house as well where music would be always playing of some form. We always had music playing. I want to leave you on this story though. When I was growing up, I went to boarding school in Gweru. I went to boarding school when my mom and dad moved to Victoria Falls. So my brother and I stayed in Gweru, and we were boarders. And as boarders on a Sunday afternoon, there was a top 10 on the radio, right? So in each dormitory, they'd have a little radio there. And these radios they used batteries, but every Sunday we were lucky. Every Sunday the radio would come out, the prefect would put the radio out, and you had rest time. So you used to have to lie on your bed for like, I think it was an hour or a couple of hours in the afternoon. You had to lie on your bed at least for an hour, definitely an hour. So they would put this record player on, and the DJ would go do the top 10, right? Oh, I can just remember us laying on the bed chatting to each other. You had to keep it quiet though. You weren't allowed to be shouting, but it was supposed to be like your quiet time. But we would be talking about the song. Oh, did you catch what the lyrics were? Because we would be trying to write down the lyrics. And then the other thing was that you wrote into the radio station, right? So you wrote into the radio station, which I suppose YouTubers now would call out a shout out. You're waiting for for the DJ to shout you out. The DJ to say, oh, today on the radio, I have a letter from Mary. And Mary is at Thornhill High School in Gweru with all the girls. And Mary would like to greet Sharon, Natalie, whoever, Rudo. Do you know what I mean? So you listed the people you wanted the DJ to give a shout out to. Oh, man. We would lie there waiting for that moment when he would pick a random letter and pray that, please let it be my letter. Let it be my letter this week. Surely it's my turn. Because you just wanted to hear him say your name. You wanted to hear him say your school. You wanted to hear him say your house, wherever you were writing in from. You wanted to have that shout out from that DJ. Oh, I don't know if I ever got one, but I would get excited when others did, because most times they would mention you in their list of people that they wanted the DJ to call out. So, oh yeah, I remember waiting for that moment. For that segment on the radio station. Woo, woo, woo. So yeah, what song comes to mind for you? What song comes to mind for you today? I hope that a lovely old tune comes to mind, a good old dancing tune, especially like on a Tuesday. You want to dance along, something to get you through the week. So yes, today my choice is Shalomar. Shalomar. Thankfully here you can get loads of records for a couple of pounds in the charity shop. So I keep picking up one or two. So yes, man, enjoy your tune, pick your tune, dance to your tune. I hope it's a good one to get you through the rest of the week. Well, on that note, people, I love you loads. Don't forget to laugh. Life is too short not to. Love you all. Have an absolutely wonderful week. Bye.